Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. You feel alive when you don't call when you supposed to. Cause it keeps me on my toes.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so this video is kind of impromptu. It was not planned. This was not the okay, just roll with me here. So this morning, I was standing in the backyard with Jax. I still have my white strips on, but we gotta go like this because every Sunday I wipe my teeth and I gotta keep them on for 30 minutes. We still got 15 minutes. But anyway, listen. I was standing in the backyard with Jax and I was looking at the backyard. The backyard is a mess. But that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I'm okay with that because there's some things I want to do like myself, and especially for like my garden space, right? So it's like, okay. So I was looking, I was like, oh, it was not giving vibes. But I was trying to figure it out. The other thing is, there's so many leaves back there. And my cousin told me to use them as a mulch. I was like, I don't know. I looked at the mulcher thing. It was like $100 something. I don't want to spend my money on it. Just keep it 500, child. I don't want to spend my money on it. So the other thing I looked at, it says you could mow over it with a lawnmower. Don't own one of those either yet. There's no grass to mow. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. So I thought to myself, like, what can I do with them? Long story short, I looked online and I can make compost out of the leaves. I'm like, okay, compost. Okay. So then I kept looking at it. I'm like, all right, compost. Like how to make it work. And then I just kept going down this rabbit hole this morning and thinking. So as I was getting ready to go to the gym, I came up with this. Well, I didn't come up with this. I came up with collecting the leaves up. And instead of bagging them up, which I hate to do, because I had to do that in the front and I still got half the yard left, and my neighbor scheduled bulk trash pickup on Thursday. So I need to finish the other half of the front yard to put those leaves out there, but then I still have the whole backyard. Anyway, long story short, this is what I came up with, okay? I'm going to build one of these things. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build one of these things. And so then it got me to thinking, still thinking. So the frost date is for this area is between the last frost date is between April 1st and April 10th, right? So I need to get my seeds started indoors. So I don't need to plant beds just yet. However, I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace at beds. All of the beds are like 18 inches high. Babe, I'm like almost 70, I'm like 70 inches tall, I believe. I'm not about to be like bending over down on my knees gardening. I'm not about to do that. So what I did was I got this tape measure and I measured from my hip to the ground. I feel like, that's bending over, but it ain't like bending, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like getting down on the ground. And then also the other thing is I don't want Jax to be like trying to go in the garden bed, because I always container garden. This is the first time I'm going to like do a bigger raised bed situation. Anyway, it came out to like 38 or 39 inches. So I'm gonna go with 36 inches, which is 3 feet. For people who don't know the inches, is 3 feet, okay? So I'm going to make the compost bin 3 feet by 3 feet. Yeah, three this way, 3 this way, three that way. 3 cubic feet. I think so. Y'all don't quote me on this, okay? So what I started doing was just kind of mapping out the backyard. Other thing is the backyard faces, the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. So the sun sets in the front of the house, which is beautiful, right? Because like you can sit on the porch, there's the Arkansas River, you can see the sunset. I get like amazing sunsets, like they're just gorgeous. However, with that being said, the yard is west facing this way, and south facing kind of gets some decent sun. But I don't know, because there's so many trees back here and I wasn't here in the fall time. I don't know how much shade that area is going to get. So we just guesstimating, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what I had started doing, which made me think like, oh, I probably should like bring y'all in with me, is I did just a little diagram of the backyard. No, this is not to scale. It's not to scale because my brain was just going. So this is like a rough sketch, and then later I'll go back there also when it warms up, because it's cold. It's not cold, it is cold out there. It's cold right now, but later on today it's gonna be like 50 something, which will be warm enough, you know, of course when you bundle up, be warm enough for me to like go out there and kind of measure stuff. And that's what I want to do. But for now, right now, I need to get this out of my mind and onto a paper so I don't forget what I was thinking, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's just ultimately what it comes down to. So
it kind of makes me want you more. I get a kick from going out when you don't want me to. Knowing you're at home, all mad. I know I shouldn't feel like that. Yeah. I do it, you do it.
Okay, so this is what I came up with. So this is what I came up with, okay? So this is the gate. So let's say that this is the perimeter of the yard, okay? This is the gate. This is like the step porch area, patio doors. So I'm gonna do a seating area over here, and then kind of make this like that seating area space. Don't ask me what the materials or any of that. There's a tree right here, which is great because it will provide some shade in that area. And then over here, and then around it, I want to either do like shrubs, trees, something like that, or wildflowers. Thinking about wildflowers, possibly. And then 2 beds, and then do cattle panel across it, and then use that to trellis over cucumbers and squash. I think that's it. Maybe tomatoes, I don't know. So just doing 2 beds, not too much, because I don't even know if that's a good location. So just doing 2 beds to start, and then the compost bin will be in the back in the corner. Mainly put it in the back in the corner because I don't want to have to like get a wheelbarrow and be like carrying it across town. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I came up with, you know. That's the layout. Nothing is to scale. Yeah, nothing is to scale. And I don't know if I want to put clover seeds back there for the yard or try Bermuda grass. I'll have that more figured out. I don't know when I'll have that figured out. So the property management company has a guy that comes, and he was here the other day. He sprayed the backyard for something for like weed killer, and they're supposed to maintain the yard some type of way. When the property manager, she lives in the neighborhood, she came by walking and she saw my leaves were in the leaf bags were in the yard. You leave them on a curb and they pick them up. And she was like, oh, did the company yada yada come by? And I said, yeah, they came by, but they didn't rake up any leaves. So I don't know what the expectations are for them, like what they're supposed to do or whatnot. When I was raking the yard, I took their sign out the yard because I was like, clearly nobody can come by. Clearly they don't maintain this yard. The sign says like lawn maintenance, irrigation, and I don't know. So we're gonna see. And then I also ordered I'm not gonna say the company because I don't know if they're good or bad or anything, but I also ordered it, and they send you this monthly fertilizer, weed killer, da 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 da. You put your address in and they get the square foot and they know how much to send and they put you on a schedule or whatever. So I ordered that. It should be here Monday maybe or any very very soon. So I ordered that to try to do something with the yard. I also know it's winter time and I'm trying to keep that in my mind. But looking at all this brown stuff is depressing as hell. It is very depressing. I promise you. It's so depressing to see all this brown stuff. So, so I don't know. I'm trying to, stay out the mind frame. Like, shit is so ugly. But it's like, it's just winter. Anyway, it's supposed to rain, snow, sleet, some more stuff next week. So the reality is I need to get the reality is, I need to get the compost bin built like today. So I'm gonna go to Home Depot, which is around the corner. I have to do a return anyway that I hopefully can return at this point. So I'm gonna go there after I leave the gym because today is just a short day at the gym anyway. So I'm gonna go there after I leave the gym, and that way I can come back and see if I can put all this stuff together. So that's where we're at. You woke up from your nap? You had a good nap? Yeah, just a baby. What? Get down. Let me finish this video. Then we'll snuggle. Get down. Get down. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back. I got to the gym. Gym was crowded. Did not go into the gym. So then I sat in the parking lot like, okay, maybe it'll empty out. On the phone with my best friend. And it didn't empty out. So I said, okay. Let's just go to Home Depot. Went to Home Depot. Walked around Home Depot. I had pre-price checked everything online. But they said they could deliver it to me tomorrow. But because the weather is nice today, I wanted to do the project today. And they didn't have the wood that I wanted. And if I had bought a different type of wood, it either would have been a lower grade or a more expensive price. So I tried. I even thought about making it smaller. And it still didn't come out the way I wanted to. I looked online. I thought about doing a screened version. It just didn't come out the way I wanted to. And then I typed in online and then boom, it pops up. There is a compost bin that you could buy for like $40 on Amazon. And I thought to myself, now why would I want to take on this practice when I could just buy one for $40 on Amazon? So there's that. so I gave up. That's essentially what I did. I gave up. So I'm back home now. Yeah. Today's been interesting. I made myself mad while I was at Home Depot with my best friend talking about, oh, it's typically you making somebody else mad. You see this how you make everybody else feel? Maybe I can see some people's complaint, from time to time. But anyway, I'm about to read a book and relax with Jax because it's just decompress. And it's supposed to be the warmest part of the day at 3:00. And so I'm going to go outside and rake the leaves. I did, however, see online, this guy said that you can compost in a pile. So I think that I should do that. Just compost in a pile. My only thing is, what if they blow away? What if my pile blows away? I don't know. I think I'm gonna just sit here and like YouTube some things and kind of see what my options are. Because right now this is it's not working out the way things are not working out the way I want them to. Yeah, things aren't working out the way I want them to. I don't want to do the trash can thing because that would annoy me, just looking at a trash can in the back. I don't want to do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm sure when I figure it out, I'll come back and tell y'all. Okay, we are back. We're back. Today, today's like a busy, kind of crazy, kind of, I don't know. I got a couple things I need to get done. I need to get them done very quickly though, because starting at like 6 p.m. today, we're supposed to have like very bad winter weather, right? Very bad winter weather. And it's supposed to be for like the next 3 days, like some temperatures like -2. So one thing I did this morning was I did laundry. Yes, I started the laundry. I started the laundry. I think that's it. I started the laundry. And I made a list of kind of like a meal plan list for us for the next few days. In a little bit, I am going to go to Whole Foods because we are out of fruit. No surprise here when you live with the fruit monster. A crate of blueberries is like $9. And that's like, a bag of Skittles to her. So we are gonna go check out. Actually, we're gonna stop at the Walmart neighborhood market and see what they have there. And then we're going to go to Whole Foods. I would like to also do spaghetti squash for dinner. I don't know why I saw it somewhere and I'm like, I haven't had it in a long time. So I want to do spaghetti squash for dinner. But before we do that, because I don't like to leave my dryer running when I leave the house. So while we're waiting on the dryer to finish the last load, I thought I would go ahead and put my spring Easter decor up. That's what I was about to do. Spring Easter decor. And yeah. Oh, and the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to record the first of my pivot series today. So you're gonna see the same outfit and the same hair today. Okay, the other thing that I need to tell y'all about is I jacked my hand up one day last week. I don't think I recorded anything about it, but I don't know, I somehow sprained my hand. I'm supposed to be wearing a splint right now, but I am not, because I had to take it off to do my hair, but I keep grabbing it because it does hurt now because I had to finger coil my hair. And I don't know if y'all can see I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see the back of it. I don't know what the back looks like, so this gonna be interesting when we go back and editing, because I don't know what the back looks like. I tried to focus on the front and the sides. I don't know what the back looks like because my fingers started tingling, or this hand started tingling before I could even, and I knew that was gonna happen. So, I'm gonna turn around so y'all can see. So hopefully y'all got a good view. Hopefully it don't look that crazy. And if it do, I don't know. This is my first time doing my whole, or some of my head, the majority of my head in finger coils. I used a lot of body setting lotion this time. I watched somebody's video on it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I am fighting the urge to get some creamy crack. Did y'all see that? I'm really fighting the urge to get some creamy crack because My hair didn't shrink all the way up like that, baby. You know, I had head, and I know, and I appreciate everybody that's like, oh, I like it with the. I'm not feeling it. Like, I like a little something with a little more of a frame on my face. So, you know, I don't know. I don't want to do the creamy crack because my hair, as we can see, it grows fast. And I know people say the older you get, your hair will stop growing so fast. My hair, I think I put a picture up. Did I put a picture up in the last video? I don't remember. My hair, I cut all my hair off in September. In 5 months, this is how much my hair is grown. I'm gonna put the picture in, and you know, my hair has grown so much, which is great. I'm just, you know, y'all, I'm used to Sue's being like big. You know, Sue's is usually big. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, you're gonna see this look again because I'm going to record. I want to do the first 2 episodes. I have 5 planned out, so I want to do the first 2. I want to record them today, so that's why I'm in this outfit. I am not gonna wear this outfit outside because this is not a go outside outfit when it's 27 degrees. This is just I'm trying to record a video outfit. But anyway, let's first do the decor, because the other thing I gotta do is I have to clean my house up. I start working next week. Yeah. Moment of silence for my freedom, you know. So I start working next week, but let's, you know, let's get things situated and taken care of, you know, now, so that we don't have to worry about some things. So I want to show y'all my Dollar Tree haul. Now, my Dollar Tree by my house is a good Dollar Tree, and I know people like good. There is good Dollar Trees, there's bad Dollar Trees, and then there's like some that's in the middle. My Dollar Tree has all that stuff. Like, when you watch TikTok and you see like all the videos where the people do all the stuff, you're like, that's never in my Dollar Tree. That has never been in the Dollar Trees in the areas where I have gone to. However, the Dollar Tree where I live at presently, okay, has all the good stuff. All the good stuff. So I got this decorative mesh, just a roll of mesh. This is 5 yards for $1.25. If you're a crafter, you know that. Great price. And then I got this cute little bunny. How cute. Ooh. I have it. So you probably seen this bunny already because I love this bunny. I already had the bunny sitting up on the mantle, but this is the bunny. Super cute. Super cute. I wish there was like a slightly bigger one to pair them. And then I got this little gnome. Yes, there is a heart. Like I told you, I wanted to decorate for Valentine's Day, but Janai was not feeling it. So I'm thinking maybe I can do like something over it, or I'm just gonna put Nomisha just up there, just, you know what I'm saying, because she sits like, this is a girl. This is too cute to me. Okay. Then the other thing I got is this bunny, this little bunny, which I think is cute. I don't know where I'm gonna put this bunny, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest. I have no clue where I'm gonna put this bunny, but I think it's cute. And then I got this Happy Easter table stand thing. This was $5. There were 2 things that were like $3, but this was like $5. I want to do my front porch, but I have not found a front rug that I like. So I just have like a welcome home rug sitting there right now. I would really like something big and pink to go up there. I also have figured out what porch swing I'm gonna get, because there's the hooks up there for the porch swing. Y'all, as soon as we get through all this winter weather, I cannot wait to put like the front porch together, because the sun sets on the other side of the Arkansas River, which is just like right in front of my patio. It's It's beautiful, I promise. It is so pretty. Get down. Get down. The other thing I got was this little platter. I currently have a silver, not silver, gold, like it's a plate actually that I turned into like the, I don't know, like the drop tray at the front door. And it's cute. I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it there, but I thought this would be cute for right now. Now of course we can always change it out. And this was $1.25 as well. And then I got these. Oh, this is what was three other things that was $3. These bunny. Yeah, my hand is killing me. These bunny pom-pom garland. And this Easter just bow. It's just bows in here, garland. So this is what I'm gonna use to decorate the mantle. I have decided on a dining table. I have not figured out dining chairs. So the dining table will be here in probably the next video. No, not the next video. The video after. I'll have the dining table. Will most likely decorate the dining table some kind of way, but I still have not figured out chairs yet. So if y'all see me decorating the table and it doesn't have any chairs on it, y'all just say, go ahead girl, you decorate that table. Okay, because I'm still working on trying to figure out chairs. Still working on that part. Good morning, McNugget. What are you doing that to your brother? Okay, so I think I showed everything. So really this is just for like the mantle and the entryway. There is a wreath. Yeah, they don't care nothing about me recording. They don't care. They don't care. Isn't my brother so cute? They don't care. They don't care. Like, you know what they say, you know, if you have kids, your life will be so fulfilled. Your life will be full. She left you? Yeah, he's all fluffy again. Y'all see? So fluffy. He needs a haircut. Not a haircut. He needs a bath and like his face trimmed. I'm so scared. Like, I am terrified for him to get a bath and a trim. Like, what's gonna happen to my baby? Can I finish, please? Can I finish? You don't care? All right, I'm going to put the stuff up when he gets done, whatever time that may be. So, okay. One of the things that I am so lucky to have is when I cleaned out my storage, I had so many good storage boxes in there. So I guess I will show y'all the things that I got for Valentine's Day that I just ended up not using. And then also my tree topper, it didn't make it into one of the Christmas boxes. So it's just been around the house as decor. If y'all see this sitting out somewhere, just know I just don't know where to put it. I just don't know where to put it. But this is the topper that I usually use every year on my Christmas tree. So I have like 5 boxes of holiday decor. We'll get there. Oh, this goes perfect with this year's theme that's coming up. Anyway, I just thought about it. So I ain't gonna tell y'all that. It's February. We'll talk about it in November. Yes, I will probably decorate very early this year for Christmas because last year I didn't get to decorate for Christmas and I don't like that. So this thing just be sitting around all type of random places, but it's a Christmas tree topper. just so y'all know. This is gonna be the storage bin that I use for kind of spring, I guess spring decor, fall, spring, I don't know, February, I don't know, pink stuff, pink reddish stuff. I don't know. This is the bin that I have designated for that. I have some, this also came from the Dollar Tree. It's a roll of heart-shaped ribbon. I got this little heart thing to hang. I got these, which I was going to do like a green, like floral, like just but green, all green plants, like live plants, but I was going to use those to put in it, but the weather is horrible. And then I got these glitter hearts, and I guess the gnome was part of the Valentine's Day decor. I don't know, I figured it would grow into something there, or it will, I don't know, it will go somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to wrap and pack a few things down, like this platter that I'm using for just, it's kind of like a catch-all tray for the front door.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, baby. No, no. We never said exclusive. I just promised you my time, and I'm giving it to you, babe. So why you being accused?
I love this plate. It's from a company called Ivory and Stone. Like I love their dinnerware, right? Issue, it is not dishwasher safe, nor is it microwavable. Gorgeous, yes, gorgeous. We all can agree on that. Not dishwasher friendly. I am not the lady that has, my alarm ain't set, my alarm's not set, hold on. So I'm not the person that has china. Like, we only eat off the good stuff. We only eat off the good stuff when people come over, baby. We eat off the good stuff every day. We eat off the good stuff every day, because there is no way in the world that there's anybody more important than me in my family and my friends that come into the house. I'm trying to figure out who is so important that I need to have a completely different set of dishes for them to eat off of. Now, we don't eat off paper. You got a higher chance of coming to my house and eating off of paper than you got coming over here eating off of some china, right? And we eat off of ceramic and drink out of glasses every day, right? I didn't raise my daughter on paper cups and things like that. Nothing wrong if you did. Nothing wrong if you did, right? But I just don't get it. I don't get it to why my child would think that these other people are more important, or why I would feel like I can't eat off the good stuff. Baby, I want to eat off the good stuff and drink out of stemware. That's what I want to do. That's the life I want to live. So I'm not going to, we're going to buy it. Let me get off this. Let me get off that horse. Okay, let's get off that horse. But anyway, yeah, so it's from a company called Ivory and Stone. I love it. I love their designs. I have started my collection. This particular design set is not microwavable or dishwasher safe. I did find a set that is microwavable and dishwasher safe, so I started collecting that. And then I've just been using the Ivory and Stone plates as like, I probably use them for like platters, you know, decor. I don't know, but we're not going to eat off of them. But they cost too much for me to be like, oh, never mind, just throw them away, because that's not gonna happen either. So they just will be repurposed in the house for other things. So y'all can understand that. But so yeah, there's that. The other thing is, as much as I have made an office and I've made it comfortable, I still don't go in there. I still don't. I still come right here. And I guess next week I won't have any choice because I'll have to be in my office. So whenever we cross that bridge, we cross that bridge whenever we get there.
Emotions running wild. If you don't calm down, I can't stay. Breathe in, breathe out. Let me speak now. What happened was a one-time thing. No bullshit, no lie. I swear I'll try to give you my everything. Baby, can't you turn a blind eye? Let it slide, let it slide. Look the other way this one time. Let it slide, let it slide. I'm entitled to some fun while I'm young and dumb. Swear that you're the one I want in the long run. Baby, let it slide. Oh, baby, let it slide. I'm tired of explaining how I choose to live my life. Cause I told you when we started, instead of just complaining, you could try to treat me right, but you gotta get out your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Let me speak now. What happened was a one-time thing. No bullshit, no lie. I swear I'll try to give you my everything. Baby, can't you turn a blind eye? Let it slide, let it slide. Look the other way this one time. Let it slide, let it slide. I'm entitled to some fun while I'm young and dumb. Swear that you're the one I want in the long run. Baby, let it slide. Oh, baby, let it slide.
I'm looking at the mantle like something is off, something is off, something is off. I can't figure out like what it is, like, but something is off. And I'm like, what is it? It's the plant. I took the plant down to water it, so it's sitting in the sink. And I'm just like, I'm like, there's something so off. I do need to get some more things, like something for in the middle. I do need to get something for in the middle. But yeah, I was just like, why is it so? It's because the plant. I took the plant because I grabbed the other plant from over there to take it to go water. And I'm like, oh, makes sense. This makes sense.
Oh, gas, gas. Oh, gas. This ain't what you used to. I require more, better than we ever had before. You gon' be home, so I couldn't blame. Basic bottom troll.
Yeah, it's looking bad outside. it's looking it's icy. It's pretty much what it is. It's just like it's ice. I should have went to the grocery store yesterday. However, I did not. So now it's my fault. It's my fault. So I wasn't able to get the vegan meat that we like. So now I'm gonna try to make. I should have got tofu, huh? I'm not going back in there. My fingertips are frozen. So yeah, it's ice right now. It's like very slick. I took my trash can to the curb because trash pickup is tomorrow, and they say there's still gonna be trash pickup. I didn't do trash pickup last week, so I couldn't miss it. But on the way down, I was sliding a little bit, and then I just walked on the grass on the way back up, so I didn't bust my booty. But it's like ice. It's ice outside, and then when I turned a corner, I felt the car slide a little bit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and head to the house. I'm not gonna record anything while I'm driving. Like, I know that's like a vibe and everything, but no, it's ice. It's not snow. So I'm gonna head to the house. Why she drive that close to my car? Anyway, I'm gonna head to the house and then I'll give y'all an update when I get back to the house.
You want greater. I am no wave, be surfing. I show you how to get this pay. Will I be stacking? Been in a whole lot of pain, now we laughing. Me and Bang making plays till we crashing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't need to be on the scene, we are the scene. Yeah. Dripping wetter from head to toe, little baby me. Yeah, I get what's mine. Let's remind them. Be my rider. All gas. No way they gon' never pace us. No way they could ever break us. On next, we ain't gonna slow up now. All gas. Stay down even when we not up. No way they could ever break us up. On God, they could only try to keep up. I let it ride when I usually would've rolled out. I know you grateful that I stayed down. We either pass in the past, that's all done now. Glad that we stayed down. We gon' pull up in a whip, start a new trend. Every inch of our skin is the blueprint. Follow the lines. They act like they forget, let's remind them. Be my rider. All gas. No way they gon' never pace us. No way they could ever break us. On next, we ain't gonna slow up now. All gas. Stay down even when we not up. No way they could ever break us up. On God, they could only try to keep up.
This was not my intended content. This was not my intended content for the day. I don't even. This is not where this was supposed to go. When I came in from the grocery store and I looked in the refrigerator, I realized, damn, I didn't put the trash out. I put the trash out. Normally I clean my refrigerator like the night before trash day and put everything out. My trash day is not for another day. But if it's icy, if it's cold, I'm not going to the curb. We just gotta be honest about this. I'm not going to the curb. So I went ahead and took my trash out, trying to be proactive, and then realized, oh snap, normally I clean the refrigerator out. So then I started cleaning the refrigerator out. And then when I cleaned the refrigerator out, I started to clean the stove out. Then I cleaned the stove out, then clean the air fryer out. Then clean the air fryer out. And then I looked in the refrigerator and I remembered that yesterday I had hydrated the water because I got a bag of green onions, and I refuse to buy green onions. I buy a lot of things, but a green onion I will never buy a green onion. Okay, I'm gonna buy a lot of things in my life, but intentionally buying green onions is crazy work. It's crazy work. Green onions thrive on neglect. So you just water them whenever you get around the water, and kind of, you can't let the soil get rock dry. But baby, a green onion, like, I left them to sprout in the refrigerator because I didn't have windowsill space. And I probably should have showed y'all the windowsill space before, so you could fully understand it or whatever. But I had just like a lot of different little things up here like growing. My house faces east and west. The south side of my house gets the best light. There's not enough windows over there. Janai's bedroom, of course, gets the best light as usual. So it's like, okay, I only have like a few places to grow things inside, which is absolutely why I'm not starting my garden from seed this year. A, it's cold. It's cold. So B, I'm gonna need to get something that's gonna be like be able to tolerate like cold, hardy lifestyle. So I'm gonna just find. I found a local nursery. I'm gonna get my seedlings from there. However, as I said, I will not, and I repeat, will not buy a green onion. So then as I was cleaning out, I was like, oh, I rehydrated some soil yesterday for the pink princess and for the green onions. So pretty much these green onions will most likely, they probably won't fit in the windowsill. So I don't know where they'll go. I don't know where they'll go, but they needed to start growing, because you could just keep cutting off green onions. So right, like green onions just don't really go bad. You just keep cutting them and they just keep growing. Like these sprouted in the refrigerator. So yeah, so I put some in water, because I don't know, I've been growing stuff in this little thing right here for years. It's been following me around. I honestly believe it broke off of something else I owned a long time ago, and because I just like the shape of it, I've kept it. I know, weird. The other thing is, I do grow some plants in water. I do grow a couple plants in water, and I grow a couple plants in water. However, I keep like pasta jars, anything that comes in a jar, I keep. Now I do have a little section. Once the section is full, I don't keep anymore, but I do keep like odd shaped jars, or vessels, I think people call them. I keep odd shaped ones or pretty ones, or just whatever. I'll keep candle jars, because sometimes I'll take pieces of candles and melt them down and make more candles. So I use jars for a couple different things. If I keep the lid, it can easily turn into like this. This came from my best friend's house. I got her into collecting jars. This came from her house, and this is fiddle leaf fig water soluble fertilizer. It's a high nitrogen fertilizer. So I keep this, and I literally use like a tablespoon of it, and I'll like put it in my, not a tablespoon, that's probably too much, maybe a teaspoon, and I'll put it in my plants that live in water. At the present moment, I only have one that lives in water. The other day, I was at the Dollar Tree, and I saw this glass. I don't know why they still call it Dollar Tree. For I don't know if you see $1.25, and it's cute. It's cute. So this one has a really good root on it. Yeah, I love the Dollar Tree. Some stuff in the Dollar Tree look cheap, like cheap, and it's some stuff, it's like, it's all about how you put it together. And I still need to go back to the Dollar Tree because I need to finish my mantle. But so I got this from the Dollar Tree. I also got another one. Let me show you the other one. The other one's just plain. And I also got this one. It's just, it's just plain. So sometimes I pick up flowers from like Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. I'll grab flowers. I did get like a few vases for my birthday when I got flowers delivered, so that did help out because I had 0 vases. I had 0 vases. So now I have four, well, 5 if you count this, but I don't know what this will become. Most likely it'll become, probably, I don't know. But anyway, they're cute. They're just weird shape. I would grow like a pothos, like a viney plant out of it, but I don't have enough cuttings yet to grow a pothos out of this, but this is probably something I would grow like a pothos out of. I might buy one and then just rinse the roots off and put it in water, because I do think that would be cute. But anyway, yeah, I get jars from there, unless it's like my dining table jar, or dining table like vessel or whatever, then I'll buy that from like a nicer place. But like little things around the house, I save money because nobody really cares. I mean, I think it's cute either way. So yes, honey.
Can you believe that Jackson's on the night?
Girl, I can't believe him. Okay, so I'm cleaning out the windowsill. I can get distracted so easily, y'all. Oh, so the thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this monstera in there. This monstera. Yes, these leaves are beat up. So my best friend ended up with a lot of my babies, a lot of my friends, actually all of my friends, except for D, because she was in Germany at the time. My sister ended up with some, like a lot of people, like my my exes ended up with plants. That's why I had to repost some plants. I had to repost some plants from one of my ex because he was not taking care of them. I'm pretty sure the other one is taken care of because he had like a little green thumb or whatever, but it don't even matter. But I had to repo one from anyway. Don't worry about it, okay? I just had to repo a plant. He's a deadbeat dad, okay? However, this monstera is from the monstera that sits in my window. It's also from, there's a monstera that I put back on the mantle yesterday. All of that is the same plant. However, it was just getting long because at her house faces east, and the south side and the north side, no, the south side and the west side of her house gets a lot of light. However, she lives like a vampire in the dark. She loves it dark. So when I took all my plants over there in a just conjunction with the plants that she had already been, raising, the light space became very limited. So the plants just, instead of fighting to grow wider, they just kept growing taller because plants grow to reach the light. Now, nice and big and beautiful, they stayed, of course. She followed instructions well. However, the older leaves took a lot of abuse. So when I got there, it was just like she just kept stacking like moss poles on top of it. It just kept letting it grow taller and taller and taller, which is great because the taller it grows, the bigger the leaves are. So you'll notice probably, I'll show you the other plant that I watered yesterday. It has really tiny new leaves because it has to grow up. So this is the other piece of this plant. You see how like long it is? Okay. This particular part of the plant was just growing taller. It's just growing taller and taller. So when I cut it or propagated it, took a little piece of it, as black people call it. This piece right here is growing from like a piece of the root, that's a piece of the stem that's down in the soil. And you see how tiny they are because they have to grow up. They have to climb. The people who follow me from Mexico, you'll be like, yeah, we see these on the trees. The higher up in the tree they go, the bigger they get because they climb. This one right here, I went ahead and put straight into soil because I knew I wanted to start another one. This is my favorite plant, my Monstera deliciosa. This is my favorite, all-time favorite plant. And so I went ahead and put it in soil because I know that I want to start another big mama plant, but it's gonna take a while, especially because they had got really long and leggy like this, so they endured a lot of abuse. So it's probably gonna be in this little pot for a while, and it's gonna make a lot of these little babies. And eventually I'll put a little moss pole in here for this one to grow up, but it most likely will not produce any more of these big leaves. And I say that as I went over there today and I noticed that there is another something growing. Oh yeah, right here. Right, let me see if I can get it to y'all. Right there. Can y'all see it? Is it focused? Focus, focus on me. Oh, there it is. So right there, y'all see that? That's another plant. That's another stem coming. Doesn't look tiny like this one. So we'll see when it comes out what it's got going on. And then the other thing that you'll also notice that these were like struggling for sunlight. You see how flat these are? They're flat because they were just trying to survive. Like they was fighting for their life. That's why they're so flat and not so rounded like this one, because it'll be able to produce. These just had, like you see how it's brown right here, it wasn't able to grow a healthy another healthy leaf because it was just trying to stay alive. Like, and that's what it do, you know. So plants will save themselves or whatnot. They will. But yeah, so I brought this in here to show y'all that. Anyway, this one is going to grow in soil. I feel like I need to get like a little stand to go up here for plants because I want to do an herb garden. I want to do it outside, but the reality of it is I'm probably not going to get a lot of things to grow outside here year round. And herbs are just one of those things that will grow year round. Okay, so this was not my plant. This plant right here. This is called a pink princess philodendron. This plant is supposed to be, it has a variegation that's pink, which actually is a mutation. The reason why it's so dark is because my best friend's house is dark. So pink princesses need a lot of sun to be bright. And so the new babies that are growing will make lighter leaves. It'll make like pinker. You got pinker leaves. The snow is starting to come down now. Yeah, it'll make like pinker, more pink leaves, especially with like more sunlight that it gets. And I think that's the last thing I'm gonna do in here. And then I have these rooting in here. I had another plant. Remember I told you I repoed some plants? I repoed some plants because it had just got long. It had got just legs. Legs on legs on legs. On legs on legs. And this is just the piece that was left over. He didn't have a lot of jars at his house. So I just took pieces and put them in here. This realistically needs to be, you know what? I'm gonna chop it down and put it in that Samuel Adams shot glass that I also took from his house. I didn't repo it, but I took it from his house because I needed something to transport the plants home with. But this needs to be chopped down some more. I could probably make 3 or 4 props. Could probably get a total of 6 props out of here. But again, this stuff like this takes time. It's cold here, so that's slowing down the growth. It's not very sunny, that slows down the growth. And it's kind of one of those things you just gotta be patient with. I repoed these like 6 months ago, but there is a group of them that I was able to save. I did leave one plant at his house. It was a more established plant, which was crazy. Like, why is this plant looking like? I'm not gonna go there, y'all, because he was just a deadbeat plant daddy. You know what I'm saying? So this was one of the ones that I saved. You can see that some of them are still like pretty bad. Y'all, you gotta leave them. As long as they have some green on them and they're in this situation, leave them. If they have roots and the roots are thick, you know, like thick roots, then leave them on there, baby, and just plant it in some fresh soil. This pothos, it's gonna live in here for forever. This plant will live in here forever. The reason why I left oh, this is doing good. The reason why I left these on here even when I repotted them is because, you know, with a pothos, when the leaf dies, just take it and put it back in the soil and let it feed itself. And let it just decomp in there, as long as it's a healthy plant, like it's not a disease plant. And this is healthy, it was just neglected. But even then, you see these plants, these leaves right here, and then you see these new little babies here. All of these were they were very just long, and I rooted them for about 3 weeks. I over fertilized them. I did. However, the plant is already bouncing back. Y'all just gotta look past the ugly. You know, you gotta look past the ugly and just see this plant is doing really well. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's like leaves curled up in there. Focus. There's like leaves curled up in there and stuff. So it's doing really, really, really good. And I'm really happy about this. But these right here, they were just long. And like I said, I like plants to grow in water. So I said, let's just see what they're gonna do. And he killed a ZZ plant, y'all. I told myself, if you don't like me, just say that. Like, that's how you gotta do. Just say that. So let's focus. So pretty much all I'm gonna do is just take this one out of here. And as you can see, these roots, these are new roots. These weren't here because I cut it right here from the mother plant is where I cut it from. And then I cut it from the mother plant right here. And these are all new roots. These are all since, I don't know, a few days before I left her house in December. And it's been living in water the entire time. You will notice how like narrow this mouth, the vessel top is for this. This is not good because this right here is gonna make a lot of roots. You can even see that there are right here. That's a new root. That's a new root coming out. This won't produce a baby for a long time. Actually, lies. It's already starting to produce a baby right here. See that? So, anyway, so I'll just take it, put it in its new home, and add some water. Now I use Tulsa's water. I don't drink it though. Tulsa's water is gross. It's just like Mexico. That's the reason. Absolutely the reason why I had to go get water today. We use bottled water for everything, just like when we were in Mexico, child. Tulsa's water is disgusting. They got to do something. I'm telling you, listen,